So what is it, brother, huh?
What's the vibe for today? Man, you tell me, son.
I'll tell you what I think it is.
It's a Steve Irwin vibe. You know, you got the safari shirt and the safari hat to go with it.
Give me a little sip, sip, sip.
Sometimes you gotta get your ass a little sippy sip. I know what you're thinking. Like, yo, like tsunami, what's the problem here? It's just Red Bull, right? It's the same color. You're saying tsunami safari, like, you shouldn't be drinking. You've had 2 DUIs, 2 Deweys, dual Deweys, the double barrel.
Here's what I say to that.
Fuck you, count them. I do what I want, brother. Nah, but you're an alcoholic. Like, obviously. There's no way. What other explanation do you have if you had 2 Deweys? The double Dewey. I'm an idiot. How about that? I never needed alcohol to help me make bad decisions. It's whatever. My lips are drier than a nun's. So here let me tell you a little bit about myself, right, brother? I'm loud, like I tend to project and whatnot. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, man. For example, right? I work at a pool. I'm a server, food and beverage server, bartender at a pool. It's like the end of the season, right? Let me break this down for you. We got a sound system, right? We're in the bar and there's the pool. Well, there's a sound system there. Shit went tits up. They had to replace it with a new one. Now it's Bluetooth and it's up to us to provide the Serato for the pool, right? Well, it doesn't always happen. Like, sometimes it's quiet and nobody wants to DJ the fucking pool. Cool. No problems there. That's what you think. So this one particular day, a couple days ago, right? It's all quiet. I'm projecting like I normally do. And do. Talking this and that. Blase blah, right? You know? And this dude, there's this Russian couple. There was a Russian wedding. They're in town for the wedding, right? Because we do events at the event center right above on the hill. Now, the only reason that I should mention that he's Russian is because maybe we have beef because there was a disconnect culturally or like linguistically, linguini, fettuccine. And first time I interact with the gentleman, well, not really, like I'm in here just like on my phone singing, whatever, doing whatever I do, and like he pops up to the bar like to get a drink or whatever. I don't really notice him, and I look up and okay, cool. Well, like let's get you set up, right? Let's get you set up. Something on the rocks, something on the skinny. Like, what's the skinny? And so he whatever, that happens, cool. Well, homeboy's about to come up. He's all done at the pool for the day. They're about to bounce out. He's coming up, walking up, approaching to get his check. Well, I make a joke, not knowing he's pulling up. I say the word kitty, right? Kitty. I was like, yo, son, like, is it wrong if it's kitty porn? If it's about cats? Like baby cats, kittens? And he's there. I don't realize he's there, and he looks at me pissed. He's like, I have kids. I'm like, like he's back, man. Like I'm talking about cats. Now my tone was a little, I don't really know what it was, but like I was kind of like disappointed with the fact that like I let myself down by creating this moment and not being aware of the fact that he was there. Again, cats, kitty porn. It's a joke. In my head, I'm thinking I'm gonna make a meme, right, with two cats, like kitty kissing. Like, what could be more innocent? And then have a kitty porn. Funny, right? I thought so. He wasn't really having it. It got a little spicy, you know. So he's sitting there like signing his check. So he's there for a minute, and I'm like, yo, it was super awkward. He's like, yo, I got kids, and I'm like, yo, relax. It was a joke. Immediately I start feeling flushed. I'm awkward. It's awkward. So you know, like when you're trying to avoid eye contact with someone, like an awkward moment happens, and you're like, oh, well, there's got to be something super interesting on my phone, right? Because I'm vissing. Is he gone? No, he's not. Is he? Nah, he's staring right down my throat. That's what happened. So then he goes back to get his wife and his kid. They cross the window again. Again, I can see on his face that he's mad or whatever, got offended, and he's like, oh, they weren't talking about cats, they were talking about porn. Like, yo, this is so trash. I work for a resort. I know. Look, I'm a couple steps ahead of him. I know he's gonna report me to the resort and like try to dime me out. Well, that's exactly what he did. It doesn't matter that he's Russian, but he's definitely rushing to conclusions, right? Like, you don't know me, bruh. But again, you don't know me. Like, for all he knows, I'm a pervert. I'm not, son. Like, I don't even like anybody, let alone kids. Like, he thought I was on some Jeffrey Epstein shit. Not the case. So my coworkers are in there with me. I'm like, yo, I should call our manager. I should get ahead of this. What do you think? Like, I should call him and be like, yo, like, son, like, here's the skinny. This is the situation. I'm trying to get ahead of it because I know I had a feeling, right? Well, I was right. He pulls the corner and tells our security where they check in and make sure they're on the list because it's like rich, you know? Tells her, yo, there's something, I catch wind of this later, yo, there's some weird shit, weird conversations going on behind that bar. Whatever, she dealt with it. And he called the resort. Not 2 minutes later, when I'm trying to decide in my mind whether I should call the manager and tell him, yo, who's like, you know, a young dude, he's like 30, early 30s. I could level with him. Like, he would understand. He knows my personality and knows, like, come on, brother. He comes down the pathway and I'm like, oh, great. Like, this is, you know, like, but it happened in good time. I'm like, yo, son, like, this, let me break it down for you. Let's unpack this. This is what happened. Kitty porn. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it, son. But like, yeah, I got a call, like, and we had to deal with it. Trash, brother. But they're staying at the top floor of the resort in a suite up there, and we're thinking, you know, sometimes people want to use this to like not have to pay, or like, oh, yo, my stay was like, it was trash, like I got offended, like, yo, I wanna, you know, let's slim some off the top, like I'm spending $5,000 a night up here on the top floor, like let's call it 3, shit, let's call it even. Like, people do shit like that, find any reason to like, it's like you already have enough money if you're staying up there, you want to get a discount on top of that just because like you chose to be offended. Trash, son. Super awkward. God damn. Tres generaciones. You know, another thing that I see, here's something that I see going on the internet right now, right? I saw it on the gram. Someone posed the question, what would you rather do? Take 500 cake, or a sit down with Hove, Jay-Z, like a dinner with Hove? Right, so the idea is like Jay-Z is such a good business. He's got such good business acumen that like you're gonna get game from him, and it's silly. This is the thinking behind it, right? Like, it's such a loaded question. Like, what are you gonna do, huh? Like, what? 500K, $500,000, or dinner with Jay? And so some dude. To me, it's fucking obvious, dude. Take the 500 bands. Wrap it up, call it a day, invest in yourself. Like, that's so fucking obvious. One comment from dude was like, yo, son, like, yo, I know y'all, like, you guys, you motherfucking, like, nah, you stupid, son. Like, I'm taking the dinner with Jay-Z, bro. Like, he's gonna give me, I'm gonna pick his brand, and I'm gonna flip that, and that's gonna, like, 500K, like, that's nothing compared to the game that I'm gonna get from Hove. No, dude, and I get it. The thinking is like I'm so like 500K seems like the obvious answer because in this case it is. It's like, oh, I'm like Leo. I'm on a different wavelength, man. Like I'm gonna. You guys want to take the cash? Like that's the easy money. Like I'm gonna be able to flip this knowledge and make way more than that. Like I'm above you guys. You guys are stupid for taking them. It's like no. And I get the thinking because a lot of times with like contracts, people take money up front instead of like maybe stock or whatever it is, and when in the long term, like that, like you don't always want to take the money up front because that's not always the best option. For example, Jason Weaver is the dude who played Simba. You can look this up; it's public domain. He's the dude the voice for Simba in the Lion King. Well, they offered him, I want to say it was like $2 million. Like, yo, you can take this $2 million, take these couple M's. You could take this Slim Shady, this Marshall Mathers, this Eminem. Or you could give you like whatever, a percentage, like royalties, like, I mean, for the movie. Well, he made the smart decision, in hindsight. It's like, nah, keep the stack. I'll take the royalties. Bruh, you do the math, man. Lion King, it's one of the GOAT movies. It's the gopher. Dude is just making bread forever off this movie, off the franchise. Think about it. So you could have taken the 2 M's. That sounds a lot sweeter because it's like, maybe they didn't know what was going to happen with it, but like he took a risk and the risk paid off. Dude's good. Him and the family, good. 2 milli? Nah, he's beyond that. Clearly, fucking, when did that movie come out? Like early 90s something? 30 years later, it's like, yo, he made the wise decision, so I get it. But like, dude, first of all, let's think about it realistically. Is Jay-Z gonna really want to fucking sit there, even if you won a dinner with him and like talk business with you? No, son, he's gonna fucking want to sip on his fucking ace, his fucking Douce, and fucking and chillax. Like let's kick it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lecture you. Like I got a lot of shit on my mind. Like I'm Hove. Like I got a lot of shit to do. I'm not trying to. This is like no. Like I'm trying to relax, son. And it's like, what? And so it's like, yo, take the 500K. It's so obvious, dude. Like, take the money and fucking run. Like, he's not gonna, and what, like, no, when you really think about it, it's a dumb question. And again, it comes from, like, to even ask it is like assuming that you're gonna get all kinds of game from Jay and be able to turn it into more than 500,000. I can see if you already have, like, a business idea and, like, nah, dude, it falls apart. Like it's asinine. It's dumb, son. Take the fucking money, obviously. That's what I would do. Not everybody is gonna do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. What else we got here, brother? I got my notes, like I'm trying to figure this shit out as I go. But I make sure I hear some shit and then I make sure I want to talk about it. I'll text it to my put it in my notes and go back to it. Well, unfortunately, I'm using my phone to tape this, so I can't dive in there. Otherwise it's gonna ruin the clip. But here's also the skinny, brother. Yo, listen to my channel. I don't really give a fuck what you think. Nobody's watching this shit anyway. There's 14 of you watching it. Which, by the way, subscribe, like, dislike, get me in the algorithms, comment, share, suggest, talk some ish. Like what's really good? I don't know. Man, it's hot. I want some pasta, baby, tonight. Yeah, it's just kind of dumb, Man, this might piss some people off, but I'm not trying to offend anybody. But let me peep this situation, right? I was dating this girl. Not really. I was just banging the dishwasher at one of my last jobs when I worked I was a line cook. Super cute. We were hanging out for that long, but eventually she told me that she was bipolar, had bipolar. everybody needs love. But for me, like, I heard that and I was like, nah, son, I'm not. In the back of my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm like, this is not gonna last. Like, again, you might be offended by this. Am I bipolar shaming? No, but that shit's not for me. Like, I am not the most emotionally, like, even aside from all that, it's like, look, in order for me to want to accept someone like that, who may come, because it's the classic story. Now, I don't know, but like, here at least is the classic story, like, people are good when they're bipolar, when they're on their meds, and then they feel good and good enough to where they feel like they don't need their meds. And maybe I'm way out of line here, and I'm not understanding really the depth of it, but like, they stop taking their meds, and then that's when shit goes awry. I'm not equipped to deal with that. Like, that's not on them. That's me. I'm admitting that. Like, I'm not equipped to handle that, brother. Like, I'm not equipped to handle that. Like, I could not handle that. That says more about me than them. So I'm not trying to be politically correct, because it's like, I realize it's selfish of me, but it's like, yo, we were a couple weeks into this relationship. I'm sorry, but like, I'm not invested in you enough to want to like give that a go. Maybe if like we were deeper into it, not that that's something you can afford to keep from someone for long enough, but like, nah, I just wasn't ready for that. Like, that's not something I want to deal with. Not that I was planning on marrying this girl, but it's like, she's super hot though. But it's like, that's just me, man. I can't deal with that. Like, I would bounce out. I panicked, and I knew it wasn't going to work out. It's like, here, like, look, like, you gotta there's certain things that you have to like ease into, especially when you're meeting someone new. Like, you want to give them the best side. We're always like putting our best foot forward when we're meeting someone new. Like, that's what you do. Like, you give them the best parts, and then eventually shit starts to get real. And then if you like someone enough, you're going to accept them. But in this case, it's like, I didn't know you long enough to want to make an exception, to want to accept something big like that, because that's huge. We've all got shit and baggage, and like, you don't have to, not everybody has to accept you for who you are. Like, I know that isn't in line with like this politically correct world, but like we should accept everyone. Like, I'm cool with whatever you do. I don't really give a fuck what you do. But we do not have to accept people for who they are. Not everybody is going to accept you for you, and that's okay. You keep it moving. That's just how you know that if someone doesn't fuck with you, then don't waste your time fucking with them, because it's just not going to work out. Like, that's okay. Now, I'm not saying like you should be hating on people or bashing people or like inciting violence because you don't like someone. If you don't like them, cool, and don't accept them, cool. But like, keep to yourself, man. That doesn't mean you gotta go out trying to change people's minds or like make people see what you see. They're not gonna do that. Like, that's stupid. Like that's not how it works either. But it's like, I wasn't invested enough. So it's like, look, check it out. Say I got like an STD or some shit. I'm not gonna tell you that on the first date. And if I did, are you gonna want to fuck with me if you know that I fucking like got the herp or some shit? No, you're not. It's kind of the same situation. Like, there's like a condition. It's like, are you willing to accept me for all my shit? If I told you I had an STD, I'm like, whatever. It's like, you're not gonna want to fuck with me unless you're like super understanding. So it's the same kind of shit. Like, nah, son, you're gonna want to bounce. It's like, yo, I'm not dealing with this fool. He's fucking infested or whatever it is. Like, no, I'm out. Like, I'm out. This is not, I don't work for me. Like, I don't want to risk my own shit. I'm not gonna put myself in the line of fire. Like, I want to find something that works better for me. That's fine, son. I got a buddy, right, who got a kid. The baby mother, she is bipolar. They were together for, I don't really know how long, but a handful of years. I'm sure they dealt with some shit together, and he pulled through and whatever, and that's commendable. But eventually, I don't know if this was the disease contributed to the bullshit, but eventually she was on some bullshit. Not a good mother, not like present, not like not. And again, I don't know all the bits and pieces, but like, we're not all equipped to handle everybody that comes in our lives. And that's fine, dude. Like, did I offend you? Am I going to get backlash? I don't know. I don't really fucking care, dude. I say what I say and I do what I do. How you feel about it's not my problem. Not that it's not my problem, because that sounds foul, but like that's not, I can't control how you feel. I can control what I say and how, you know, but like I can't control how, what does Cole say? Man, how they feel, I ain't got shit to do with that. And that's the truth, man. Like, I don't know, like in the same way that like, I hear some shit, I don't know, dude. You can't really offend me. Like, I'm not really offended by anything. Like, what are you gonna say to me, like, to hurt my feelings? I don't know. The only thing that really gets me fired up is like, you're gonna talk shit like about my family? Nah, we're not doing that. I remember this one, oh no, dude. There's this one chick. Back in the day, she used to hit on me, whatever. Made it super obvious. I just wasn't into it because she's, guess, like, you're not that fly. But she was like this girl that, like, I guess, like, the consensus with some dudes was like, she's super, whatever, like, she's it. But for me, I'm like, nah, you're not really it. Like, you're mid. But for some reason, she would fucking talk shit about my sister. To me. What? I'm not going to go into detail about what she would say, but it's like, that's my family. Like, if I want to talk shit about my sister, like, that's like, I can do that. But you can't. What am I going to do? Like, jump in and help you talk shit about my own blood? No. So you're fucking foul, dude. Like, you're trying to get me to beat, and you're trying to talk shit about my family? Nah, son. I love my sister. No. Here's the kicker, though. She was hitting on me, whatever, flirting with me. I wasn't feeling it. Plus, back then, I was super awkward, super uncomfortable, super insecure. Like, I'm not. In any time in my life, I've never been concerned with getting laid. I just don't really give a fuck. I don't like people enough to want to deal with them or deal with someone that I like don't like or like am like don't like enough to want to fucking spend any time with them. Like, I don't care about people enough. Like, that's just who I am. I've never been that kind of guy to fucking notch on the headboard type of guy. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. There was something I saw, like a meme or whatever, like those positive messages. It was like the man or woman, it doesn't matter. This is just the wording. The man who gives into pleasure has basically like a lack of purpose. You're lacking purpose if you're always seeking pleasure. You need something better to focus on than getting your dick wet. I don't give a fuck. Nobody needs this dick. So anyway, fast forward, I see her, whatever, some years later. This was like maybe a couple years ago. And again, she starts talking about my fucking sister. I'm like, yo, you're fucking foul. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. You're fucking out of line here. And not that she was beefing with my sister or anything, but I feel like she's just trying to make herself look good. You don't look good, honey. But she basically was like bringing up how I was hitting on her, or she was hitting on me, and like I gave her no time. So because I wasn't with it, she must think that she's so fucking fly that since I didn't want to fucking get with her, I must be gay. This is the delusion, dude, with some chicks. Oh, like I shoot my shot with a guy. I'm a girl. I'm entitled to everything. Just because I'm a girl and I got a pussy between my legs, every guy must want to fuck me. And if they don't, there's obviously something wrong with them. I'm going to question their sexuality. Yo, you are fucking trash, dude. Just stepping in shit in front of me and expecting me to feel and think she smells good. No, you're fucking trash, dude. And not that this person's even listening to this, but if she did, you know who the fuck you are, and you're fucking trash. I don't care. You're not my friend. You're trash. You're gonna fucking tell me that I'm gay just because I don't want to beat? You're mid. That's why. You're not that fly. That's why. Every guy should want to fuck you. Otherwise, there's something up with them. There's bad for the other team. Oh, he must be gay if he doesn't want to fuck me. Yo, that is entitlement. You're not entitled to fucking anything. You're mid. Like, thank you for showing me your true colors. Because they're bland. You're just bland. You're just that meal that needs a little something, with little salt, that's you, bruh. You're trash. I don't need to pretend like I'm friends with anybody. I'm not in the scene. Like, I like going to shows and shit, but I don't give a fuck about the community. There's people that I fuck with, and you know who you are. And and that's the list, and it's very short. I don't need a whole lot of friends. I've never been like a partier. Like, I don't need to go out to parties and be surface pretend friends with everyone just because I got a beer in my hand, or I'm I'm doing 12-ounce curls all night, and I'm gonna be fake friends with you. Like, I don't need that shit. I never did. I never liked going to parties. Like, I'm at a party, it's like, yo, where's the homie at? Because I want to talk to the homies. Like, I don't give a fuck about these people. I don't give a fuck about the crowd. Like, and then I think to myself, well, maybe I'm lame. Like, I can't, the small talk don't do shit for me. And like, maybe I'm antisocial, or like I'm not that easy to get along with, or like people don't like me. Like, fuck, dude, who cares, man? And I do care what people think about me, but it's more of like on a level of like, I care about how I present myself. Like, I don't want anyone to have like a bad memory of me, even though that's going to happen. And I've definitely given people plenty of reasons when I get in my bag and I start talking and like I get opinionated or like fired up about something. Like, you're gonna not like something I say. Like, if I feel strongly about something, yeah, I'm gonna turn some people off. Like, that's fine though. But like, nah, I don't really care. Like, fuck the crowd, fuck the scene. I don't give a fuck. You're not that fly, sweetheart. How about that? Check yourself. And don't talk shit about my family. Like, I can do that. You think it's okay? Nah, son. It's not okay. And you're fucking mid. What are we, 27 minutes in? That's probably enough. Like, dislike, comment, tsunami comment, share, subscribe. But subscribe though. Subscribe to me though, essay. Like, let's get this money. Let's get this bread. I'm trying to buy a house in Mexico. I'm trying to fucking bounce out here. Like, I'm trying to live my life. I'm going to be 30 in like 5 months. I don't look 30. I don't feel like I'm 30. Does anybody feel like they're 30 when they're 30? I don't know. But not me. I'm a kid, man. Nah, I'm not though. It's whatever, man. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Do you, boo-boo?